Are you ready to take your sports fandom to the next level? With the FanDuel Sportsbook app, you're always in the game. Bet on all your favorite sports: NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, college football, basketball, soccer, golf, MMA, UFC, boxing, tennis, and even niche markets like Aussie rules and lacrosse. If it's sports, FanDuel's got it covered with endless betting options, from money lines to same-game parlays. Those are my favorite. Funding your account is a breeze. Deposit instantly with over 10 secure methods like PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, Visa, MasterCard, or even cash at retail locations. No matter where you are, you can add funds in seconds with a low $10 minimum. And when you win big, cash out fast. Get your winnings via PayPal or Venmo in as little as 24 hours or instantly at a FanDuel retail sportsbook. No fees from FanDuel, just pure convenience. And it's available in over 20 states like Arizona, Colorado, Illinois, New Jersey, New York, and more. The FanDuel app brings the action to your pocket. Download now. FanDuel Sportsbook, where winners play. All right, next one's from Frank Ram from Azusa, California. What's up, fellas? Hope all is well. Continued prayers for y'all. My question today is regards to possible counter-programming to WrestleMania in Saudi. On a recent episode of Busted Open, Billy Ray suggested AEW doing a show that weekend so all the WrestleCon events can still happen, all the indies can still come and put on their shows. Tommy Dreamer and Bully also spoke to perhaps NXT staying in the States and doing a mega show with TNA and AAA. Any thoughts on if anything will be happening in the States in the world of wrestling during WrestleMania Saudi, what will be? Thanks and God bless, Frank Ram. So I'm not exactly sure what they will say. Okay, so how is this counter programming? Joe, look this up.
I think he used the wrong word.
Okay, no, because I think people are thinking this is counter programming, and everybody's so terrible at math they can't even figure out how small scale this is compared to the WrestleMania audience. Joe, look up at the amount of people that watched WrestleMania on Peacock. Like, how many views did it get on Peacock? Okay, and if AEW is going to counter program, I mean, where are you going to? They're having a hard time, like filling big arenas. Okay, you'd have to do like a decent sized show for a WrestleCon weekend, and plus, what shows would you run that are running the time that WrestleMania is airing? Because I'm sure the WWE is going to run it in like the prime time slot of like 7 Eastern, which would be what, like 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock in the morning the next day in Saudi or something like that. So I mean,
well, this is interesting the way they put it out. So it says 1.3 billion minutes watched, right? So, okay, but then
I need the amount of viewers.
Between 2.7 and 2.9 million, according to WrestleNomics.
So how on earth, like, how many people you think you're going to get at a WrestleCon weekend show on a kind of programmed AEW show?
I think you're misunderstanding his point and Bully's point. The point is,
I think they're misunderstanding what they're actually saying.
No. I think he got it wrong. What he's saying is WrestleMania is leaving the country, going to Saudi Arabia. Without WrestleMania here, there's no WrestleCon. There's no autograph signings. There's no shows that all take place that weekend. Everybody gets a nice payday that weekend.
I'm aware of that. There's 20,000 people.
Right. So that's what they're saying. Someone should put on an event in the States that weekend.
Is that a blip on the counter-programming market?
Yeah, I think counter-programming was the wrong term.
That's what I'm saying. They're using the wrong word of counter-programming. They're making it sound like this is going to affect... When you say counter-programming...
Running head-to-head.
And trying to hurt the other person's numbers. This isn't going to hurt the WrestleMania numbers at all. Like, so it's a silly word. Should we run a show that weekend because we want to do WrestleCons? That's what they're talking about.
Pretty much.
Conan,
and I think they should. I think the NXT, AAA, TNA idea is very, very good for the guys that aren't going to be on the card at Mania that weekend and they're just home in the States. Yeah,
I don't know. This is warning, white word incoming. This is just conjecture on my part. Nothing I've heard or I've been told. But I would think that people that every year go to WrestleMania from Europe or around the United States, but aren't going to go to Saudi Arabia, would want something for them, something special. And maybe you could do one day in Saudi Arabia and the day before in the United States. I also read, and this could just be a false flag, that AEW was planning on running that weekend so WrestleCon and all those other sickos could get there.
Dude, listen, okay? Just the fact that this is actually a discussion and that all the wrestling nerds were discussing this, you're talking about a show like running a weekend a year and a half from now. Like you don't know where it's going to be, you don't even know what your ratings are going to be by then. Like they're already running in small buildings.
Oh, yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
all
So it's like,
people-
Doesn't mean you
I don't-
can't talk about it.
Yeah,
No, but I
all
think it's
people
so
care
silly.
about.
It's an absurd conversation, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
All people
I
care
think
It's
the
about
not
conversation's
absurd. It's the biggest show of the year, and people are like, "Bro, I'm not gonna go all the way to
Yes.
Arabia."
How do you know? How
Yeah.
they know? They I mean, like this year and a half away.
And
What if it's Roman versus Rock? And what if
Yo,
this
people
card is
gotta take
completely
so
vacation.
stacked?
people are
Like,
gonna just because it's Roman versus Rock, they're gonna fly all the way over there and spend I don't know how much it costs to, you know what I'm saying?
well, they're actually pricing their tickets in that market of potential consumers. I would be curious.
You're just gonna argue anything
No,
I
no,
say,
I'm not
aren't
arguing.
you?
I'm
Pretty
not
much.
arguing. I'm asking questions here. My thing is like, okay, I wonder. Like, I don't know what the number is. I wonder how many people are going to fly
Okay,
from the
would you
States
fly
go
to
see
Saudi
WrestleMania.
Arabia to see
No, I
Roman
wouldn't.
versus The
No, I
Rock?
wouldn't.
Right,
I
neither would
wouldn't.
I.
No, okay, but that was that.
I might fly to Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but my thing is, I'm curious to see how many people actually go.
Right.
That's, you know,
it'll
and
be
how they
sold out.
Yeah.
It'll be
And I
sold
wonder-
out without a doubt.
And they're
Because
spending.
you got to remember, Europe is closer to Arabia.
Well,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? So there's a lot of guys will go there. You know, a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like the Billy Bodies and guys like that.
Like the UK people that come in from Australian people,
Right.
like they'll go there. You know,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
wondering if the Saudis are going to just try and make this show for their people, and like it's an all Saudi crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. It's just interesting to see.
I wonder how hard it is to get in there as a tourist.
I have an idea. They're going to get people from all around.
Right,
Yeah.
correct.
You know,
I wonder how many
yeah.
people from the States are going to go. But let me give
Yeah.
you this too. For all the people, Konnan used a white word, conjecture.
I did.
Joe, do you think I should give the definition of conjecture for the people that probably didn't know what this meant?
Without a doubt. Make sure everybody
An
knows.
opinion or a conclusion formed on the basis of incomplete information, which pretty much sums up Konnan's entire existence on this podcast so far. Would you agree with that, Joe? That Konnan's existence on this podcast is
To use
riddled
one of
with-
your terms,
based on
that's
his
a cheap
opinions,
shot.
based on
Yeah.
complete
That was a drive-by.
Pick up Mike Durbin's Konnan action figure, bro. Look how beautiful this thing is. I freaking love the packaging, man. Look at this. MikeDurbin.com, guys. Help Mike out, man. This is a beautiful action figure, bro. Beautiful. MikeDurbin.com.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.